Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan grew incredibly close through a profound mutual respect for each other's music and rebellious spirit. Early in his career, Dylan was deeply moved by Cash's outspoken support. Cash did something so simple, yet so powerful, that it sparked a lifelong friendship. Although the two hailed from very different musical traditions, they both embraced an outsider's mentality and a burning desire to shatter the mold. It was this shared independence that bound them together.
Johnny Cash was, at that time, if not now, maybe he was the epitome of country music. He was the living ultimate end, and also, I loved all of his gospel songs too. And meeting him was at that point, high thrill of a lifetime.
Today, we invite you to travel back to the 1960s to witness the genesis of their extraordinary friendship and to dispel the common misconception that it all began at the Newport Folk Festival in 1964. In a rapidly shifting American musical landscape, two icons emerged from opposite corners of the country, each carrying a fierce, defiant spirit and an unfiltered authenticity. On one side was Bob Dylan, a young man whose poetic lyrics and restless yearning for change captivated an entire generation.
A lot of people start out and they try to be stars. I would imagine, however they have to be stars. I mean, I know a lot of those people, and they start out and they go into show business for many, many reasons to be seen, I started out, had nothing to do with it when I started. I started from New York City, and there just wasn't any of that around.
On the other, there was Johnny Cash, the rugged man in black, whose deep, resonant voice and unwavering honesty transformed him into a symbol of defiance and the very essence of the American spirit.
Some of the bigger performers who started out in country music, Eddie Arnold and Jim Reeves, they eventually came to dislike the word country. They didn't like to be thought of that way. What's your view?
Call me the way you see me.
So country fans can think of you as a country fan, etc.
Of course.
Their friendship, destined to span decades, began almost serendipitously. A simple exchange of words that blossomed into one of the most cherished relationships in music history. Imagine an era defined by vinyl records, smoky backroom clubs, and the rise of a counterculture that rebelled against the mainstream. As a young man still finding his way in the fiercely competitive realm of folk music, Dylan discovered solace and inspiration in Cash's unapologetic presence. Johnny, already a celebrated star in his own right, reached out not with a grand public spectacle, but with something far more intimate, a heartfelt, handwritten letter. In that letter, Cash poured out his deep admiration for Dylan's raw lyricism and innovative spirit. His words resonated with Dylan, serving as the catalyst for a friendship that would redefine both of their lives. This was no carefully staged moment on a festival stage or a maneuver orchestrated by a record label executive. It was a quiet, intimate gesture. In an era when music was shared through personal correspondence rather than social media, that letter became a lifeline for Dylan, affirming his belief in his own art.
Our good friend Bob Dylan would like to do one of his songs, and we've been doing it on our shows all over the country and trying to tell the folks about Bob that we think he's the best songwriter of the age since Pete Seeger. Sure do.
Their friendship soon evolved into much more than a series of letters. It became a rich dialogue of ideas, dreams, and the relentless pursuit of authenticity. Dylan, whose songs would soon echo as anthems for a generation, found in Cash not only an admirer, but a mentor-like figure, a man whose own musical journey was defined by defying convention and daring to be true to oneself. As their friendship deepened, so did the opportunities for musical collaboration. One of the most unforgettable displays of their creative synergy occurred during the recording sessions for Dylan's 1969 album, Nashville Skyline. In the intimate warmth of the studio, the two legends recorded a timeless duet of Girl from the North Country.
I remember her bed.
If you go where the snowflakes fall, remember me to the one who lives there.
Their collaboration extended well beyond the recording booth. During the Nashville Skyline sessions, Dylan and his family even found shelter in Cash's home, blurring the lines between personal and professional life into a shared, creative odyssey. Cash's decision to pen the Grammy-winning liner notes for the album remains a testament to his deep commitment to Dylan's artistry. It was a relationship built on more than just musical collaboration. It was a friendship that nurtured creativity and emboldened both artists to push their boundaries. Their influence on each other's work can be heard in subtle shifts in style and expression. Cash's rugged, unfiltered delivery and his willingness to defy the expectations of the mainstream left an indelible mark on Dylan's evolving sound. In return, Dylan's lyrical prowess and fearless innovation inspired Cash to explore new facets of his own musical identity. Cash would go on to cover several of Dylan's songs, such as It Ain't Me Babe and Don't Think Twice, It's All Right, bringing his own unique interpretation to these classics.
Life and nothing more, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for.
As the years passed, the legacy of their friendship only deepened.
I've known Bob since '63.
Yeah. How did you guys meet? Are you still good friends? Were you always good friends?
Always good friends. Yeah, we met at the Newport Folk Festival. We were corresponding before we ever met. You know, I wrote him to tell him I loved his work when his first album came out. I got a letter right back from him, and we wrote a lot back then. We still write back and forth because we don't see each other very often. But I met him the first time at the Newport Folk Festival in '64.
Yeah.
But as we know in life, all good things must come to an end.
The country music world is saying goodbye to the legendary Man in Black. He died early this morning at a hospital in Nashville.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
When Johnny Cash passed away in 2003, Bob Dylan, ever the reflective poet, found himself grappling with the loss of not only a musical icon, but a dear friend whose very presence had once reminded him of the raw, unfiltered spirit of life. Dylan's reaction was far from theatrical. In the wake of Cash's death, Dylan was asked to speak about his friend, and his eulogy resonated with the profound simplicity for which he is renowned. If we want to know what it means to be mortal, we need look no further than the Man in Black, Dylan wrote, capturing the essence of Cash's legacy, a man who used his unique gift to voice the lost causes of the human soul. These words, later published in Rolling Stone, are a testament to the deep bond they had formed over the years. Dylan recalled how, even before they met in person, Cash had reached out with a letter that carried a simple yet powerful message: "Shut up and let me sing." That phrase, emblematic of Cash's defiant spirit, meant the world to Dylan and set the stage for a lifelong friendship based on mutual respect and shared artistry. In the end, the tale of Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash is not merely about two musical legends. It is about the unyielding spirit of creativity and the deep, resonant human connection that can change the course of history. Their friendship, born of a simple letter and nurtured through countless shared moments, remains one of the most captivating and enduring stories in the world of music. A story for every lover of raw, authentic artistry.
I expect my life to end pretty soon. You know, I'm 71 years old. And I have great faith, though. I have unshakable faith. I've never been angry with God. I've never turned my back on God, so to speak. I never thought that God wasn't there.